Hello, this is teddygaming. Welcome back to another video. Because in today's one, we're going to be looking at the IW tmnt issue on 25 preview. So yeah, in the last video for the IW tmnt, which was issue on 24, it was a silent issue that just dealt with the turtles, like dealing with their own grief about Splinter, about Christmas and all that, as well as looking for the weasels, which I read online. People were quite happy that they were gone. Are very disappointed by that reaction by them or by the fans. And yeah, so this issue is all picking up where it left off, and it's going to be taking in a new direction with the introduction of introduction of the punk frogs, Triceratons and neutrons making an appearance. And that's really about it for I can talk about it without going into much detail without you seeing it. So there were a few issues of calls, or no, not issues, covers, which we'll be looking at as well at the end of the video and discussing about them as well. I don't think there's really too much I can go into detail about, but I'll try my hardest to give some form of content. So if you really take a look at the preview page, so the looking at the preview page from a site called Comic Watch. I don't know if I've visited this site before. I feel like I have. But yeah, this is issue 125. It comes out tomorrow on the 19th of January. And yeah, it's the Punk Frogs. What more could you ask for? And unlike previous versions with 2012 or the 1987 one, these actually look like punk frogs. These look like punkers. I guess that's really the best way I can go about it by describing them. And they just look quite cool and punky, I guess. Um, and yeah, so again, stories done by or story consultants done by Kevin Eastman and Tom Waltz, so no big change there. We've got a story by Sophie Campbell. I don't know, I know people have built problem with her, but I don't as of right now. Art by Pablo Tucanqui. I'm pretty sure I said his name wrong, but he has been on IW or on the IW TMNT before. I don't know if he's worked on the actual main series, but he has done a few issues on the Universe series. One with Alapex and Angel, and also one with Wonder Gecko and Mikey trying to free Seymour Guts. So there isn't really, it has a bit of total history behind him, but not too much. Caused by Rhonda Patterson again. We've got letters by Sean Lee again. Editor by Bobby Cunro. But I don't know if this is going to be his last issue or next one. I'm not too sure. I can't remember when he said his last one was. I can't remember if it was the last one on this one, but this was supposed to be like our indication, see, or when the next editor comes along, see that what sort of direction they're going to be taking it in, just because yeah, they probably have a big impact on what actually happens in the story. And yeah, so a bit, so all like I don't know information before or to get you up to date in this one. The EPF attacked the Brunei Island a few issues ago, like quite a few issues ago, and now they're dealing with the effects. Zom, who is this Triceraton down here, is like feeling a bit weird with her body and all that from the attack, and is wondering what's been happening. Another Triceraton is going through tests and all that to see what's going wrong or what's wrong with her body. And there isn't really too much. Then Conor Sherelle asks to see Zom. When they're talking to each other, Sherelle explains that the two species have two different type of like I don't know reproduction. So the Utroms will need to be put in like a host body to be made. Meanwhile, a Triceraton will need to be biological or no, like cloned. I guess that's the best way to describe it. And so yeah, so like two like reproduction methods are totally different. But then it's revealed that like the Shrill wants to use the dead soldiers from the invasion, or not the invasion, but like the dead Triceraton bodies as a way to reproduce the Utroms, which is fair enough from their end. However, Zoom doesn't want that to happen because they're soldiers from battle and wants to give them the proper burial that they deserve, which is also understandable on their end. However, we got this new Triceraton that was tested in Zom. She I'm not too sure. Definitely even given a name for her. it. Again, I'm not too sure, so sorry if I've offended anyone. But she goes on to say that basically Zom is pregnant, and this is all sparks some interest in Sherelle because, well, everything that's going to happen. And I feel like this is the conflict that's been spoken about in the preview images, which, yeah. Then we cut to this bit where back in Mutant Town again. And Baxterman in Spain, basically the EPF are not going to be handing supplies just because they are scared that the helicopter will be attacked and stuff like that. And yeah, when we get down to this, I think it's I can't remember what her name was. Yeah, it's really bugging me because I know what it is. Begins with C. Carmen, I think that's what it is. Yeah, she's here joining the team. From the last issue, no, from issue 123, where Leah beat her and told her to come along. Apparently, she's going to be of grave importance. So I wonder if she actually have anything to do in this issue in terms of fighting and anything like that. So that's pretty interesting, to say the very least. So go over to this site. I'm just going to go over the blog, or not blogs, the covers, and also the description for this issue. So the description for this issue goes as follows. Battles come face to face with a terrorist group, the Punk Frogs. All mutants how crumble where two sides collide. Meanwhile, new enemy emerges, and the return of Triceratons. A new era of TMNT starts here. Okay, so previously when I've done a video about sort of like discussing or that I think I call it like a breakdown for issue 25, I said that the villain that talking about like when it says new villain emerges could be Sherelle just because of Triceratons own this one. And that was pretty understandable. However, with some new news about the ongoing series, with issue 127 saying that Jasper Barlow he comes to say like he's come to stay, his friend or foe has come to give an offer. I do wonder if he's the villain for this one, and it's all leading me towards that theory now. Of course, it's sort of like a mini theory in a way, but that's what I'm sort of thinking is so maybe this issue is one to look out for like a first appearance, something like that. I'm not really too sure like to go and say like pick up quite a few because the character might be in this one, might not be, so who knows. But yeah, let's talk about covers, sorry. So we've got cover A, which is standard one, which is done by Sophie Campbell. And yeah, this one was revealed, I want to say like October, during a Comic Con thing that RW did. And just going through all the covers and all that, and then it's revealed that Punk Frog's time, which was cool, I guess. And yeah, so in this one, my god, they look punky. I guess that's like the best way to describe these this version of TMNT, like Punk Frogs, because you don't normally. I guess like with like 2012 and 87 one, they were okay. The more frogs from Punk Frogs, and this one I cannot say much more than that. And these are definitively Punk Frogs now, in just the way they look. And yeah, so for your variant cover, which is cover B, which is done by Kevin Eastman as always, and again he makes them look so punky in his version of how they're drawn, and they look incredible. I cannot say much more than that. It's sort of tempting me to get. It's sort of really tempting me to get this cover. It really is, but I'm gonna probably go with cover A. However, with this issue or this cover, we've got cover RI, which is the 110 variant done by Matus Santoloco. I don't know if I said his name wrong, but yeah. Wow, this art. Wow, oh my god, this is beautiful. Truly incredible. I cannot say much more than that. This is really amazing. I mean, this all just sort of give me the idea that maybe that Matu Santaloco could be coming back to Welcome TMNT and do Jump Again event. That's maybe where I'm heading towards with this. It sort of give me that vibes of, yeah, you know, he's back. Like, it's all one of those things. But my god, is that truly amazing. Yeah, and this is sort of like another one which is sort of really tempting me to get this one, but I know if I just had to choose one. I know if I can get all of them, but like is very tempting, But yeah, let me know just let me know what you think just let me know what you think of this issue. If you have read this, or in the future, if you have read this one, what do you think of it? What cover have you got? Anything like that? I'm probably just gonna go for the regular cover. I feel like that's probably the safest bet and probably the cheapest one. All of them look beautiful, but yeah, the comic comes out tomorrow. Get it while you can. And yeah, so that's gonna be it for today, guys. If you do awesome, please share, like, subscribe, and all that stuff. Goodbye, yo, bye.